and welcome to the Irish in the UK, and I hope you've all enjoyed watching Henry McGlade's show from Ireland for the last half hour. Now, coming up on the show tonight, we're going to be joining St Finbarrs GAA Club in Coventry. We'll be attending a very special birthday party at the Irish World Heritage Centre in Manchester. But first up, we're going to be telling you a story about Fr Philip Caldwell, who is the parish priest of St Joseph Roman Catholic Church in Reddish near Stockport. And I'm going in to meet Fr Philip and find out what happened to him one night last January.
It was an ordinary Monday evening. I had two friends staying, priests who I'd taught in seminary. We went to bed quite early because they'd travelled down from Scotland. At about 4 in the morning I heard a sort of dull thud, but Gorton Road is a very busy road, so I didn't really think much of that. 1 or 2 minutes later, a massive crash of glass, and I got up with a start. I went out onto the landing to be met by an intruder in a black balaclava who was shouting. His accomplice, who I didn't know was there, came up the stairs, and the two of them crashed through into my bedroom, and I was thrown onto the floor. The other man was in a big bright red devil mask, terrible looking mask, and the two of them then proceeded to threaten me that they wanted the money or they would kill me. I remembered that there was some money in the safe, a collection that had been raised for the poor Christians in Bethlehem. We'd collected that from the crib over Christmas. So I opened that safe, which is in a cupboard in the back of a small office. And when they realised that this was only coins, about £600 in coins, they were they went berserk, to be honest, and were threatening me with a screwdriver and a knife. And if I didn't give them more money, that they were going to come back and kill me. So they shut me into the cupboard, and everything went quiet. And then I was waiting. Of course, they didn't know my two friends were here. Both of them had phoned the police from their bedrooms, and within a minute or two of the silence, a police dog came to the cupboard where I was, and I was freed by the police. They took the money from the collection, and that was around £650. And then they went into the night. Yeah. Before coming to the parish, I was 20 years in the teaching in the seminary, so I came from a very quiet existence into a lovely busy parish, a little community on the outskirts of Stockport. As a result of that charity collection being stolen, people were really gripped by the idea of raising money for Bethlehem and the poor Christians there. In fact, over 4 times what we'd originally collected was raised through the school and other people. I was offered free self-defense lessons. People had offered to give me a dog to protect me and keep me company. Local businesses got in contact wanting to support the church and to give something towards a new front door. A local working men's club is organising a charity evening. So you really are heartened by the strength of the good feeling of this neighbourhood. So one Saturday morning, the doorbell went again, and I went to open the front door and was met by 2 men who initially, I must say, I thought looked a little bit threatening, God forgive me, because they turned out to be from Bethlehem. Elias and his brother George, who had been given permission by our bishop to go around to parishes and sell the wooden statues and artifacts, cribs that the poor Christian families make, particularly in Bethlehem. So I was able to arrange with them the opportunity for them to come to St Joseph's and be presented with a cheque. It was a really lovely occasion at the Vigil Mass on the Saturday for the people to see what good had come out of this terrible event. Elias said a few words, and then the people were delighted to buy all sorts of things that they'd brought. So it was a really joyful evening.
What a very frightening story, but Father Philip's had great support from all the parishioners here at St Joseph's, and well done to them all. Now, St Finbarrs GAA Club in Coventry has wonderful playing facilities and a beautiful clubhouse, and we went along recently to meet some of their members.
Of the team here in St Finbarrs is from the Coventry area. It's come from the last few years from the lads started training again. Okay, we're in a stronger position in a while now. The team that played the last day, there was 12 homegrown players with 3 from Ireland, and so the bulk is definitely homegrown, which is a good thing for us, and it's something that we're looking to push ourselves in the homegrown championship, not this year but probably next year.
Well, absolutely, and of course underage is vitally important to clubs like yourselves.
Exactly, and that's why I got involved with St Finbarrs. Myself and Paul Fenn looked after the under-10s, under-12s for the last 3 years. They were training tonight before us, so that you get great satisfaction out of that. They're obviously all homegrown lads, and Tom will tell you when you're looking at these kids playing and passing and moving, it just there's a good feeling about it, and then they're hanging around to watch the senior training as well. So there's a good buzz around the club at the minute, and it's nice for me to be asked to step up another level to do the seniors after looking after the 10s and 12s.
Now, Tom, you're chairman here of the social centre. How is that going?
The social centre at the moment is doing very well at the moment. When we started the club here, we didn't expect it to do as well here, because we moved from a different area, and we lost a lot of customers. But with the Gaelic now, with Charlie and them doing the Gaelic and Danny, it's brilliant. It's booming at the moment. The club is booming at the moment.
Now, you've been involved with St Finbarrs for a long time, haven't you?
Yes, I've been Finbarrs since 1965.
And you're a dual player, I believe?
I was a dual player, hurling and football. Played for Warwickshire as well, won 2 All-Ireland medals for Warwickshire, and I've been around the block, you might say.
Now, tell me a little bit about the history of St Finbarrs, because we know that the club was formed in around 1953.
53, the club was formed by 5 or 6 men. A man from County Waterford started off at a hurling club, and that's how it became St Finbarrs Hurling and Football Club. And it's still St Finbarrs Hurling and Football Club.
St Finbarrs is a GAA club. We're based here in Coventry. We have teams ranging from under 7s right up to under 18s. We have a strong senior panel who recently this year have been promoted to Division 2 in the Warwickshire League. And we've just started our hurling team again.
Now, you've had great development here as well, where you're based here at the moment in Coventry, with the lovely pitches you've got out there for training and your playing pitches as well.
Yeah, we're quite fortunate in terms of our facilities. We've got state-of-the-art 4G playing pitch, and we're very fortunate because there's not many GAA clubs, especially in the UK, have them sort of facilities, and we're very proud and privileged to have them.
Steve, tell me a bit about your role here at St Finbarrs.
I run the under 15 and under 17 lads Gaelic football. Been doing it since the under 12s really. One of the first, we hadn't done it for a long while, so we've started from scratch, but everyone's been following on the last few years, and other age groups have followed us on, which is great.
How difficult is it to keep 16 and 17-year-old lads interested in Gaelic football?
We've got hardcore lads who have stuck it really from when I started off with under 12s. Most of that group have still with it, which is great really.
Cormac, you're right at the heart of the underage with training young children that's coming into Gaelic football. How do you find that?
Yeah, it's very rewarding just seeing like getting new people into the sports. Those who might have their dads and their mums and even grandparents might have played a sport. So it's great. We're developing it right from the under 8s, getting into the sport brand new, but also getting kind of like, you know, the 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds to kind of upskill themselves as well. We've recently run like a sports leaders course with some of the under 16 lads, which has given them some skills to come back and coach some of the under 8s and under 10s and be involved in some of the events in the club. So I mean, it's been really positive, especially over the past like 3 years. I think the numbers have grown 2 or 3 times the size, so it's just gone from strength to strength really. Positive Youth Foundation is a youth charity based in Coventry. Our main priority is to empower youths around the city, give them safe places to enjoy themselves and have fun. A lot of the time we use that through sport. So we've had some great partnership here at Finbarrs.
It's great to see so much good work being done to keep our GAA games alive in Coventry, and well done to them all at St Finbarrs. Now we're off for a very quick break. Welcome back to the Irish in the UK. Now if you've got a story you'd like to share with us, contact me. The details are on the screen now. Now Maggie O'Malley is a wonderful lady. She hails from County Mayo and spent most of her time living in Manchester. And quite recently she celebrated her 102nd birthday at the Irish World Heritage Centre in Manchester. And we went along to join her on her very special day. It's not every day the ambassador from the Embassy of Ireland comes along to shake your hand, but that's exactly what happened to Maggie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maggie. Happy birthday to you.
The barman was calling, time gentlemen please. At a dark corner table he seemed ill at ease. His face told the story, his eyes would betray. He said, friend, are you going my way?
Oh, thank you. Oh, they're lovely. Thank you very much.
And they're from the Manchester Irish Festival, so many happy returns.
Thank you very much.
Bridie, now you're a neighbour of Maggie's back in the day. What do you remember of Maggie growing up?
Well, I remember when I was a little girl and Maggie used to come visit into our house where I was born. And, well, the next village she was really. And I knew her well. And I loved her. I always say, oh, is Maggie coming? When I was a little, I remember her well. Maggie Sheridan was her maiden name. And I said, is Maggie Sheridan coming to visit us? It was lovely.
Would she come for the cup of tea?
Oh yes, come for a cup of tea and a chat, a good chat, yeah. Yeah.
And then Maggie immigrated to Manchester. So when did you next meet up with her?
I think, I don't know how many years it was, I can't remember that. But I met up with her in Manchester, in Deansgate, in Woolworth's store, walking round. And then we sort of met every now and again after. And we've always sort of kept in touch.
And I believe you used to go to the dances together.
Oh yeah, we did, yeah. She was a real goer, Maggie was.
What was she like with the fellas?
Oh, she was a right one with the fellas. No, she was very, very friendly, very outgoing and all that, yeah.
And you still keep in touch with Maggie today?
Well, we do, yes, as much as we can, yeah. Her 102nd birthday, it's fantastic, really, it is. I mean, she's Well, she is the oldest. I mean, she's the oldest one I know, or I ever knew. And I mean, she's marvellous for her age.
Margaret, you're a cousin of Maggie's, of course. Now tell me about Maggie present day, how she's doing.
She's doing very well, Martin. Was looking forward to this special day again to celebrate another birthday, or 102nd. But she's doing very well. She's marvellous, thank God. She got a bit of a cold, but she's got out of it, and she's glad to be out today. We've kind of surprised her with all her friends from round home and that, and so we're hoping for a nice afternoon tea here at the Irish Centre.
Of course, it's great to see that Maggie has got, you know, all her faculties. Her mind is so sharp.
Oh yes, it is, and the beauty of it is, like, when we did myself and herself, when I'd be down on a Friday to her, we'd be asking her about relations, who'd be connected to who, and she knows every connection, so she does. It's mighty, and it's like for us that's interested. I think as you get older, you realise it's how important it is, you know, where your relations are from and who you're connected to, and she knows all that, which is a great thing. Yeah.
And of course, along with Bridie and lots of her friends, she's got quite a few of her friends here today with her.
She has. Every now and again we go to Bridie's sister's house, so we call it a Keena gathering, so we do the bacon and cabbage and the dinner, and myself and Maggie go up as well. So there's about 8 of us. Every now and again we'll meet up, Phil's sisters and Bridie and Annie and Emily as one says, and myself and Maggie as one says. And she really looks forward to that. And then we finish it up, then there's a couple of hot toddies before we head for home, and that's Maggie settled. She's grand. She loves to see people coming, as one says, and she loves to be going out, and everybody likes. She's such a lovely lady, and everyone makes such a great fuss of it, and that's brilliant to see. And she does appreciate it, and we appreciate it, and thank everybody for what they've done here today, like the food, and you know, for our afternoon tea here as one says. Gonna thank them all very much at the Irish Centre here, and thank yourself and Annette for attending as well. And it's been lovely for everybody just to get together for something nice.
Take something to the tune.
Would you like a proper kiss off a Galway man instead of a Mayo man? Happy birthday.
When you're so popular, you see, that's the thing, it's like a magnet. You attract such friends. Well, anyway, listen, it's a great pleasure.
Ambassador, you're very welcome to Manchester.
Thank you very much, Martin. Delighted to be here. This is my first proper visit to Manchester since arriving as ambassador, so I'm really delighted to be in the World Irish Heritage Centre and delighted to be in such an Irish city as Manchester.
Well, you're going to get a real Irish welcome today because we've got song, dance and plenty of chat here for you.
Yeah, well indeed, and I already hear the music, there's strains there in the background, so I'm looking forward to that very much, and I've already had some very interesting conversations with the people who, you know, the pioneers here of the centre, Michael Ford and his colleagues and the trustees who've done such fantastic work in developing this centre, which I think is a wonderful representation of Ireland.
And of course we wish you the very best of luck as a new ambassador here for England, but of course you become ambassador at a very important time with Brexit looming, and it's a really important time for relations between Ireland and England.
No, you're absolutely right, Martin. I mean, I think I come at a time, in recent years where we have relations between Ireland and the UK have been, you know, excellent, very, very warm, cordial relations, huge interaction between people across the Irish Sea in all walks of life, culturally, politically, the sporting world, business, etc. I mean, relations have never been so good. I think Brexit does represent a challenge, no doubt about that. But I mean, that's a challenge I'm confident we can manage. And certainly my objective here is to make sure that during my period here, that relations between our two countries remain as positive and as warm as ever.
Absolutely. Now, St Patrick's Day is fast approaching. How will you be spending it?
Well, I think my colleagues have told me that I need to go into training, that I'm in my full health and fitness for St Patrick's Day, because it's more than a day here, as you know, and we'll at least have a week or 10 days in the Greater London area of St Patrick's Day events. And this year, our Minister for Agriculture, Minister Creed, will be joining us, and he'll be arriving in the Tuesday. Before St Patrick's Day, as you know, is Saturday This is the 17th, is a Saturday. He's arriving in the Tuesday. We have a very full programme of events for him when he comes in, and of course it'll all build up to St Patrick's Day itself, which coincides this year as well with England playing Ireland in Twickenham in what could well be a decider for the Six Nations. So I think it all amounts to us going to be a very exciting and jam-packed St Patrick's Day period.
Well, listen, Ambassador, great to speak to you today. Great to see you here in Manchester, and we wish you the very, very best of luck with your new post.
Yeah, thank you very much, Martin.
Now, Maggie, we've got a lovely surprise for you, because the president of the Mayo Association here in Manchester has just come to see you.
Oh, goodness me.
Maggie.
Yes, yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, thank you
I
very much.
got you some flowers from the Mayo Association.
Thank you very, very much.
In the green and red colours, especially for you.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome.
Well, I've been joined by the woman of the moment, Maggie O'Malley. Congratulations. What's it like to be 102?
It's great. It's great. I feel.
Well, very good. Are you enjoying the day here with all your friends?
Yes, yes, I am. I can't but enjoy it.
No. So, what are you doing for the rest of the day? Are you going to get drunk or have a few nice hot toddies?
I might have a hot toddy here, but I'll have 2 or 3 before I go to bed.
Will you? And you've had some lovely presentations here today.
I have. Thank them all.
Now,
Thank them all very much.
Would you like to go back to Mayo and have a look at them over there?
I'd love to go back to Mayo, but I don't think there'll be anyone there that I knew.
But you know, you've got a lot of your friends here today from County Mayo.
I know, but they're all after me.
Well, Bridie Walsh is here, and she was telling me that you were a right killer for the boys one time.
Who told you that?
Bridie Walsh. Now listen, are you going to give us a little bit of a song on your birthday?
If I'm able, but excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I had a bit of a sore throat, so don't.
Well, yeah, but we won't judge you on that, because we know you can perform under pressure. So when you're ready, can anybody
tell me where the blarney roses grow? It's sometime down in Limerick town, or over in Mayo. It's someplace in the Emerald Isle, but it's I want to know. Can anybody tell me where the blarney roses grow?
Oh, well done, Maggie. Congratulations and a happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
mate. I'm sorry about the sore throat.
Oh, you'll be better after a few brandies. We'll come back later.
You put the brandy in your pocket.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maggie. Happy birthday to you.
Maggie had great celebrations for her 102nd birthday, and of course we wish her the very best of health for the coming 12 months. Now, Henry McGlade is back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock with the Irish at home and abroad, and I'm here at 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Both shows are repeated on a Saturday evening between 8 and 9 p.m. So until next week, you look after yourselves.